Coming up in CVM News at 7, reactions to first general election 2025 debates, signs for concern, deaf community questions access to democratic debates, JLP Manifesto officially launched in St. James, there's farming forward, and in sports, action-packed start to Jamaica Premier League season. Hello from Kingston, Jamaica. This is CVM News at 7 for August 24, 2025. I'm Curlin Brown. Thanks so much for joining us. Jamaicans from the deaf community were left on the sidelines Saturday night when the first national election debate got underway without a sign language interpreter. Disability advocates warn this oversight disregards the voices and the rights of roughly 15% of citizens living with hearing loss. Here is more from Nika Lewis.
Unfortunately, due to circumstances beyond our control, there will be no interpretation for the deaf and hearing impaired.
Jamaicans from the deaf community were without the expected guiding hands Saturday night as the first of 3 national debates got underway ahead of the general elections. But despite the declaration of situations beyond their control, the absence of a signing expert didn't sit well with some advocates in the disabilities community. Zante Thomas, founder and executive director of Sign Clubs of Jamaica, shared concerns.
It's clear that there were some, behind-the-scenes issues. However, despite all the issues that would have occurred, we know one thing for sure, that thousands of deaf Jamaicans weren't able to watch the debates, unfortunately. And as a youth association geared towards advocating for the deaf, we thought that it was pertinent that we shared our views on the situation, especially because many Jamaicans, both deaf and hard of hearing and hearing, felt that the explanation given wasn't sufficient. Generally speaking, it's essential to hire qualified interpreters with knowledge of specific jargons for the context and situation. Not every interpreter is qualified for contexts like these.
She's urging Jamaicans to pay attention to the needs of the differently abled community. Thomas was not alone. Jamaica's first blind parliamentarian, Professor Floyd Morris, who also heads the Center for Disabilities at the UWI-MONA, says it was unfortunate and should not happen in future. He reminds that some 15% of the population are members of the special needs community and ought to be considered not just for their vote, but their interest.
I don't know if they had triggered the closed captioning on the television screens, because that could have assisted in the process as well, so that, if they are not able to understand what is taking place by signing, they would be able to see the writing and get an indication as to what is being said. So it is very unfortunate, and I am calling upon the National Debating Commission to make sure that they remedy the problem forthwith for the remainder of the debates.
The Jamaica Debates Commission apologized for the absence and promised to have a sign language interpreter for the remaining 2 debates on the economy set for August 26 and the leadership debate set for August 28. Nika Lewis, CVM News.
And to the debate itself, experts from varying backgrounds during CVM's lead story post-debate discussion had much to say. Kevin Black has highlights.
Jamaica Debates Commission, JDC, hosted the latest edition of the national debates on Saturday, focusing on social issues. The debate saw representatives from both political parties going head-to-head in their bid to obtain support from the Jamaican people. Covering the proceedings and providing insight, CVM News had a special edition of Lead Story where panelists reacted to the debate. According to Secretary of Organization at Jamaica Lands, Christoph Simpson, both parties were constantly contradicting themselves when making points.
They're making contradicting claims. So the PNP says something, GLP says, oh, well, that's not true. And this came up more than once. They make contradicting claims. The general public, are they going to be able to find this information easily, or will they lean to one side or another based on who they trust more?
Political commentator Chanel Smith says the low point in the debate was regarding the treatment of the issue of corruption.
I think that it is so unproductive and uninspiring that whenever the question of corruption is raised, the answer is always premised on the other side do it, or the other side have done it too, and not what our approach is to mitigate corruption.
Regarding who won, the panelists expressed a range of views.
I think the PNP had a clear vision on most of the issues, from transportation right back to beach access. I think those are the issues they're talking about on the campaign trail.
Can't identify one, to be honest. Was disappointed by both, and even if I go by the issues that I care about, I could say what I heard and what I didn't hear from each party on each issue.
For me, very quickly, it was the PNP. I think that they were more prepared, they looked more synergized, they had more direct responses to questions that were asked, and I think that their responses gave me more clarity.
The next round of debates is set to occur on Tuesday, August 26th. Kevin Black reporting for CVM News.
The Jamaica Labour Party on Sunday unveiled its election manifesto, I Choose Jamaica, the next chapter, at a mass rally in Sam Sharp Square, Montego Bay. Manifesto and Achievements Committee Chair Senator Kamina Johnson-Smith says the mass launch, marking the first time the JLP has released its full policy platform outside Kingston, demonstrates the party's commitment to bringing its vision directly to Jamaicans, especially young and undecided voters. Jamaicans are being encouraged to explore the digital document on JamaicaLabourParty.com, which features an interactive parish-by-parish map of government projects. And we can now join the JLP rally still in progress, where Kamina Johnson-Smith, chairman of the Manifesto Committee, has just started her presentation.
What we have to present today, our manifesto is 100 pages of heavy commitments from your Jamaica Labour Party, your Jamaica Labour Party government to you. I know Kerry's supposed to be here with me, and I'm waiting for her to join me, because you know she brings the vibes. Kerry?
Yeah. I'm here with you.
Yo, Kerry.
Yo. Hey. So, Kamina, you made note that there is nothing light about this document, and that there is something in there for every Jamaican. So hold on a minute, just wait a minute. So that is why we tell the people, vote for Labour and Labour Party, marching on to victory every single time. You know, my sister Kamina, no matter how they try to con the people and samplify the people, Jamaicans know that the government, the hand that they trust, is the hand of the Jamaica Labour Party. We support who support we. We did it for who did it for we. We stand up with who did stand up for we. And Kamina, Jamaicans remember COVID. Jamaicans remember where we are coming from as a party. Who did remember the lockdown? Who remember the no movement days? And the people of Jamaica remember that during the worst time, when troublesome times were here, it was the Jamaica Labour Party who stood up strong and who led this country through the pandemic, where we recovered stronger, where we are building, and where we are rising with action. One Jamaica Labour Party.
And we'll have more on the JLP's manifesto right after this. Stay with us, please.
And get creative with your floors, walls, and all the spaces in between. Our knowledgeable sales consultants are happy to help create your beautiful finish with the latest designs in first quality porcelain, wood look, vinyl, mosaics, natural stones, and countertops. At Creative, you will get every tile you need for your residential or commercial projects. Creative Building Finishes, your one-stop shop for everything tiles. Visit our showroom at 5 Red Hills Road or call 876-929-5553. Get tiles, get creative.
The following is a paid announcement by the Jamaica Labour Party.
The Jamaica Labour Party is doing more for you and your pocket. No new taxes in 8 years. We have created over 250,000 new jobs. That's more Jamaicans working than ever before. Across every industry, we have delivered real progress. Real performance, not just promises. We're doing more for you, and we're not done yet. Choose results you can count on. Put your X beside the bell.
The proceeding was a paid announcement by the Jamaica Labour Party.
Hey everybody, I'm Yendi, and this is Odyssey with Yendi. In this space, we connect with some of your favorite people as they share their journeys. Here we have some unfiltered conversations as we deep dive into their inspirations, motivations, and experiences to inspire our own life journey.
Odyssey with Yendi, brought to you by Grace, Singer, and IslandNet Services.
The internationally acclaimed On Stage with Winfred Williams.
At a new time, Saturdays at 8 p.m. on CVM TV.
So much more than entertainment.
Welcome back. The Jamaica Labour Party's I Choose Jamaica the Next chapter says it places citizens at the center of policy making through an interactive digital platform. Voters log in, explore sector-specific proposals, and feed real-time input into local planning digital boards. Now, this participatory model underpins the manifesto's core belief. Sustainable progress emerges when government and people co-author the national agenda. Key pillars of the JLP's 2025 manifesto include empowering citizens through a crowdsourcing portal, boosting agriculture and fisheries with financing and modern methods, securing affordable housing and land titles, developing the workforce via stipends and upskilling, while revitalizing culture, heritage and sports through community grants. The party also plans to expand broadband and government services in addition to ensuring accountability with open data, local governance dashboards. We will have lots more for you right after this. Stay with us, please.
creative with your floors, walls, and all the spaces in between. Our knowledgeable sales consultants are happy to help create your beautiful finish with the latest designs in first quality porcelain, wood look, vinyl, mosaics, natural stones, and countertops. At Creative, you will get every tile you need for your residential or commercial projects. Creative Building Finishes, your one-stop shop for everything tiles. Visit our showroom at 5 Red Hills Road or call 876-929-5553. Get tiles, get creative.
The following is a paid announcement by the Jamaica Labour Party.
Jamaica Labour Party is doing more for you and your pocket. No new taxes in 8 years. We have created over 250,000 new jobs. That's more Jamaicans working than ever before. Across every industry, we have delivered real progress. Real performance, not just promises. We're doing more for you, and we're not done yet. Choose results you can count on. Put your X beside the bell.
The proceeding was a paid announcement by the Jamaica Labour Party.
The following is a paid announcement by the Jamaica Labour Party.
If anybody is to give us advice on good policies, it cannot be the PNP that wrecked Jamaica in their 22 years in office. When the PNP signed a deal with the JPS that didn't benefit the customers, that wrecked you and wrecked Jamaica. This is the first time in history that the Jamaica Labour Party is going to get an opportunity to renegotiate a brand new JPS license. And for the first time, we are in the driver's seat. After they negotiated a flawed JPS contract in 2001 and came back and did the same thing in 2016. Who you want to negotiate this license? Because guess what? You see the whole deal? You see the whole license? You see the whole license what them have? See it.
The proceeding was a paid announcement by the Jamaica Labour Party.
Welcome back. Still on politics, some of the nation's electorates are not afraid to show their hand or flaunt their political colours. But in the Prime Minister's constituency, for example, he's holding a position of one for all.
Be it the ringing of the bell of the Labourites or the clenched power fist of the comrades, when it comes to their politics, some Jamaicans are die-hard supporters.
You know, so PNP are the better part. I suppose.
Now tell me, people who don't know him, who is Paul Buchanan?
Paul Buchanan is a builder, you know him, but I try. So we give him a chance.
Give him a chance.
I do not for him. We are PNP. Hopefully we might fix up down a clean part, down a liberal part. We still want things up our part. Everybody, but you know, do not do it.
All right, so what is it that Mr. Buchanan has told you that makes you believe in him?
He can't tell me nothing, I believe me.
So if he wins, would you want him to go and support everybody, or you want him for your side?
He believe like that. Support everybody. God, constituency of everybody.
Well, the long-serving MP who is seeking re-election continues to say he has reshaped West Central St. Andrew, bridged the divide.
When I came here in 1997, this seat was won by the PNP with a margin of 4,000 votes. I couldn't come up the street to here in peace. I have built a bond with the people here. They consider me part of their family, and I consider myself part of their family, and I consider them to be my family. That's the level of relationship that we have, whether it's JLP or PNP.
The diehardedness and loyalty go hand in hand. There's one thing you would have loved to see change as it pertains to your leader. What would that be?
I think that the party leader projects someone who is interested in the country. He's your son, he's your father, he's your uncle. He personifies Jamaica. And I think that's why people love him, that's why they're attracted to him, and that's why they're going to vote for him in big numbers.
Even with the negativity hanging over his head? Perlin Brown, CVM News.
The People's National Party is alleging the Jamaica Labour Party has been using deviant methods of campaigning, which is being met with perceived derision. Kevin Black tells us more.
Let the word go out tonight that I am unafraid of nobody, unafraid of no boy, no girl, nowhere.
With just 10 days remaining until the upcoming elections officially commence, the People's National Party, PNP, is actively campaigning to garner support in their bid to regain power. They are alleging that the JLP has been using unscrupulous methods to swing the pendulum of public favor towards themselves. Speaking at the PNP St. Mary Parish meeting Saturday night, the PNP candidate for South East St. Mary, Christopher Brown, expresses his belief that the PNP has implemented numerous developments in the past 3 weeks, which were not done by the governing JLP during their tenure.
Things that have not been done in 9 years have been done in 3 weeks. Reject the $10,000. Reject the $20,000 and stand firm.
Meanwhile, the PNP candidate for Central St. Mary, Omar Newell, illustrates his political opponent. JLP's Nathaniel Maraj is, quote, the weakest of all candidates nominated on Monday. He says his plans for the constituency trumps those of his counterpart and will improve locals' way of life.
We're gonna build a minimum of 500 housing units in this constituency of Central St. Mary. The party leader put me as the deputy shadow for industry and commerce. And we are going to transform Ballards Valley into an integrated development that includes residential and commercial.
Mayor of Port Maria, Fitzroy Wilson, also lambasted local government minister Desmond McKenzie for what he describes as lackluster leadership, accusing him of catering exclusively to his party supporters.
Tonight, I want to send a message to the local government minister, Desmond McKenzie. I want to say to Desmond McKenzie, your days are numbered. We have put wheelchair access to all the major streets in Port Maria capital. We have beautified the town, we have cleaned the drains, and the difference is noticeably.
Kevin Black reporting for CVM News.
In other news, as part of its corporate social responsibility CSR, the Chinese company Huawei continues to offer undergrad and graduate students around the world, including Jamaicans, an opportunity to become leaders in the digital space. The latest batch returned home some 2 weeks ago from East Asia.
Picture planting a seed that could grow into tomorrow's innovation.
That's exactly what 8 Jamaican tertiary level students encountered, an unforgettable hands-on journey through China under the multinational technology company Huawei's program. These budding branches pruned to benefit from cutting-edge information, among other things, walked through a museum where global heritage meets futuristic ambitions, stepped into an engine room of innovation, accessed training labs, and observed a complete cycle from fundamental science to real-world application.
We also got hands-on with AI that could transform photos into animated cartoons using neural networks and real-time image processing. It was fun, but more importantly, it showed how these powerful technologies are becoming part of everyday life. I, Ariba Zafar, a computer science student at UTech, and what I experienced wasn't just about technology. It was about culture, connection, and power of shared dreams.
The University of Technology, UTech, has been part of the program since 2017. And for President Dr. Kevin Brown, Huawei's contribution goes beyond educational development and borders.
The program has reached over 18,000 students from over 500 universities and in 141 countries. So that is just amazing since 2008. That is really impactful, and that's really Huawei giving back to society in a really meaningful way and ensuring that countries, small states, small island states like Jamaica are exposed to technology, especially in telecommunications.
Meanwhile, Principal Director for Research, Innovation and Partnership at the University of West Indies, UWI, Professor Marvin Reed, says corporate partnerships such as this help them to remain relevant and co-create.
And why is that important? In the Caribbean, our main foreign exchange earner is that of tourism, really the service industry. And it is in the service industry that we think that we have an opportunity to compete not only nationally and regionally, but also internationally. And we're able to do that because of the leveling that information technology and digitalization provides.
3 of the participants will in days commence internship with Huawei Jamaica. The Jamaica Constabulary Force is reaching out to troubled youth in St. Elizabeth through a special empowerment camp. The initiative, developed in partnership with the JCF and M&M Limited, aims to provide guidance and new opportunities for young people in the parish. Zor Grant has the details.
Director of M&M Jamaica Limited, Donnie Mullins-Makosa, explained that the camp was introduced to their team as part of the police's outreach efforts to help troubled youths in the parish.
It was proposed to us as an opportunity for outreach to at-risk youth in the St. Elizabeth area, with the underlying principle being that positive intervention would be more successful than the punitive measures that already existed.
Among the participants is Travis Logg, who shared that the camp was an eye-opener for him.
The camp's been something new for me. It's better than just sitting around at home all day doing nothing. And I met some new people that were cool.
Meanwhile, Corporal Karen Austin, who is attached to the St. Elizabeth Police Division, noted the camp's turnout included participants beyond the targeted age group.
It started on Monday, the 14th, the 11th, and we will go on until the 14th. We targeted children between the ages, persons between the ages of 11 and 22. However, we ended up with younger children, so we did not turn anyone away, and as such, we have 118 campers who are participating in the camp.
At this time, we will join the JLP mass rally in St. James.
Is more than a song for us. It's a pledge to the Jamaican people.
Yes, indeed. History is being created right here in Montego Bay, where we have launched our manifesto. And what a more ideal place for those who had questions. How are they going to launch a manifesto at a rally? This isn't just a JLP rally. It is a rally for the people of Jamaica. You know, we have, but Kamina, I'm curious. How can we come to the West and not discuss what is being discussed, what is going to be done for the creative communities and entertainment? What do we have in the manifesto, Minister for the West?
Kerry, I'm glad you asked, but I am not the best person to tell you. Let's have a rising star from the West tell Jamaica what we have in store for culture and entertainment. Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it from the Member of Parliament of Trelawney Northern. Let's hear it for Tova Hamilton.
We'll take another break here. We'll be right back.